All right, that was 2 sticks of butter into my medium saucepan, and we're going straight in with 1 cup of white sugar for this delicious and easy recipe. I have, of course, our pure vanilla extract, and I'm going in with about a teaspoon of that. A little goes a long way for this recipe. We're gonna go ahead and get that nice and stirred. We want a beautiful brown color, so just keep on stirring and let that butter melt and that sugar kind of caramelize. All right, so we're about halfway there. We're starting to get that golden brown color. All right, this is perfect. We're gonna turn off our burner and go to our workstation. All right, with that hot caramel, I'm gonna go on my parchment paper lined 13 by 9, just like so. Be super careful, it's gonna be really, really hot. We're just gonna go right onto that parchment paper, perfect. And with our spatula, we're just gonna slowly and gently start to spread our toffee onto our parchment paper, just like so. You just wanna make sure that it's all even, we don't have any holes. I love making this recipe for just about every occasion, holiday and season, but this is a new one for me. So we're just gonna make sure we spread that out before we go into our delicious and one of my favorite items, our dark chocolate. So I'm just gonna go right on top and make sure that it's still hot when you do this. We're gonna go right on top of that hot caramel with our dark chocolate chips and wafers. Just wanna make sure it's evenly spread out. And we're gonna let that sit and melt for about 5 minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna take my spatula and we're just going to gently start to spread that dark chocolate and create a second layer on top of that delicious caramel toffee. I'm doing the dark chocolate. You can feel free to do a milk chocolate, a white chocolate, any kind of chocolate you prefer, but I love the dark chocolate. It's one of my favorites. We're just going right over top and look at how beautifully that spread. Perfect. All right, and here comes the fun part. I'm gonna go in with my jet puffed mini marshmallows right on top of our dark chocolate to make, like, you know, a little texture, a little sweetness. They shouldn't melt too much. And I'm just going right into our dark chocolate, just like so. You can kind of play around with different toppings for this. This is one of my favorite combinations. We're going with a s'mores. So I'm gonna grab some graham crackers along with our marshmallows, our toffee, and our dark chocolate. Grab a couple of those graham crackers. I'm just gonna crush some of those graham crackers right on top, just like so. And it's okay if you have some of the bigger pieces, some of the graham crackers. That looks pretty good. And to play into kind of that sweet and salty, I have some Fleur de Sel. I'm just gonna grab a tiny bit of that. A little goes a long way, but I love like sea salt and dark chocolate and toffee. So I'm just gonna go right over with our marshmallows, our graham crackers, our toffee, and of course our dark chocolate before we pop this into our fridge for maybe like 5-10 minutes. Okay, our s'mores toffee little crunchy treat just came out of the fridge. And the best part about this recipe, with that parchment paper, you should just be able to break that toffee right into little bite-sized pieces. I mean, look at how incredible that looks. I have just like a little serving platter here. I'm just gonna pop a couple of those delicious s'mores toffee onto my plate, just like so. I love making homemade toffee. It is like a love language to me at this point. I've never done a s'mores one, so this is a fun one. But I mean, look at how incredible. The graham cracker, the marshmallow, that dark chocolate as well. And then of course our little sea salt and our homemade toffee. Ooh. All right, let's give this a try. I think I'm ready. I'm gonna go, because I want a lot of marshmallows. I mean, that looks amazing. Look at the layers on that too. Oh. Really, really good. You gotta try it.